in the Web3 world that we live in today, we have a lot of problems. And the problems are not really the ones that we should be addressing. Our biggest challenge in this space is we don't have users. We need users, real users, not the same group of grind up, repeat technology users that we have out there trying to chase perch platforms and option platforms and games and stuff like that. But the real world user that, like I say, build for the masses, bring grandma and grandpa into the world of Web3 where they can use their applications and leverage this wonderful technology called blockchain and move forward. We're in a world right now where everybody's got their ecosystems. Everybody's trying to, do a tokenomics and drop a token to make money. That's not this world. What would this world be in 5 years? You can tell me I'm a fool for saying that. But at the end of the day, this looks exactly like 1987 when the PC computer came out and it started being integrated into businesses and people wanted to start hooking their mainframes and their minis and their workstations together and start sharing files and start sharing predators and things of that nature. We talk the talk right now in this space between all the ecosystems, but the reality is everybody's trying to protect their treasuries. My prediction is 80 to 90% of the ecosystems that we have today will not exist in 5 years, or they'll be completely irrelevant. I'll throw out a few names that will fit that bill from the .com era: Earthlink, AOL, Yahoo. They're not around. They're around, but no one uses them. No one really thinks a lot about them. What we need is to have a world where we're building real applications for real users and solving the challenges. And one of the things we've done in FP Block over the years is solve those challenges. We built tools for the Haskell world. We built the first compiler, Hackage, Stackage, YESOD are some of the major tools that we open sourced and provided into the Haskell world. They're still being used today, 10 years later. And then we come into this Web3 space that we're working in. And we saw a lot of problems in this space. And I think everybody knows what those problems are. One, gas fees. Why am I paying gas fees to develop it? I'm having to do that. Congestion on the chain that you're working on. More importantly, before you even start, which chain am I going to build on? And will it be relevant in 3 to 5 years? Because I'm having to build an application that will work on that chain, but not necessarily work on other chains. We see a lot of work in that space where we're lifeboating people out of Cosmos or somewhere and, taking them Solana or Ethereum or Near or Sway or Aptos or what have you. Polygon 3 years ago was like it. Everybody wanted to be on Polygon. Well, now everybody doesn't want to be on Polygon. Everybody wants to go somewhere else. So basically we saw the gas fees, the congestion, the chain, and having to take the chain and build for that. So if you wanted to build for Ethereum after you've been on Solana, you got to basically rebuild your application. From a builder's perspective, that's expensive. You have all the other issues associated with the various, multi-wallet and all the wallet challenges there, having oracles and having to use data and storage challenges within the chains. And then, oh, by the way, does the chain actually deliver what it says it's going to deliver in functionality enhancement when they say they're going to deliver it? So what we did here at FP Block, we built a tool framework called Colemate, and we just released it here in August. And what we did was we took a philosophy, and we have a philosophy that we believe in. The application is the chain. So instead of having less blockchains, there will be more blockchains. So your application, you build it one time, you build it the right way, you build it for your customers and what you need your customers to do and what they want to do, and not worry about the chain. And you're chain agnostic at this point. Colemate is the chain. Your application is the chain. And what that does is a couple of things. One, that lets the Web2 world developers come into this space and not have to know all the idiosyncrasies of each chain. Dealing with Solana was, sometimes difficult trying to build their smart contracts and working there. Or Ethereum, or the various different L1s and L2s of Ethereum. As an application builder using the Colemate framework, you don't have to worry about all that stuff. The other thing that's really annoying for builders and developers is when they are building in these chains, having to pay gas fees even before they're really into the mainnet and in production. So with Colemate, what we've done is your blockchain is your application. You control the security. You control the triadic security model with validators. You can have 1, 2, 3, 10, 20, whatever. You have a processor, a listener, and an approver. You don't have any chain congestion because it's your blockchain. You can bring in private data versus having to rely on oracles. You control your storage. You control your compute. So you have the flexibility there of doing that both on-chain and off-chain within the Colemate framework. So there's a lot, we look to solve those problems to make it easier for application builders to get their product built. More importantly, for the founders and the CEOs and the investors, it gives you a chance as a product builder to fail fast. Typical MVPs in this space, we're running roughly, we average about 6 months with a team of 4 to 6 engineers and a scrum master and such to build out front end, back end, DevOps, and get an MVP ready for market. What if I told you you could do the same thing and deliver the MVP within weeks, 30 days, 60 days, 3 months, depending on the scope of the MVP, by using Colemate? Because if you think about what we do in this world, about 50 to 60% of the time spent building a product application is the infrastructure in Web3. You don't just bolt in. You got to build a lot of the infrastructure to support it. Colemate gives you that out of the box. So at the end of the day, you just saved yourself 60% of your time. So now you can get down to business of building an application that you can deliver fast to validate your go-to-market, to validate the feature sets that you need with your customers, and be able to pivot, shut it down, or expand on it because you hit the right spot and you got there fast. Yes, for enterprise adoption in the Web3 world, as we were talking earlier, when you're having to build an application for a change specific choice, that's very difficult for an enterprise. So if you step back, and this comes back from my enterprise days working with large institutionals and global corporations, your IT organization, which is thousands of people in some cases, they spend 95% of their budget on operations and maintenance. So if I'm a CIO, if I'm a CTO, if I'm an executive in one of these companies and looking at blockchain, why would I want to build the same application multiple times? Because I'm going to have to support it with my teams multiple ways. So anything that we can do to simplify, consolidate, and provide chain agnostic use of blockchain will be big for the enterprise. And that will get them to come into this space because, that's where we need the adoption. We need enterprise to adopt. They don't really want to be on shared chains per se because they don't control it. They're afraid, especially in the regulated industries of finance and pharma and things of that nature. They're scared to death to be sharing a chain with other folks because they don't know what's going on there. But they do want the features of blockchain, i.e. the transparency and such, that they want to have their own chain. So giving them the ability to have their own chain and then being able, using Colemate, to bridge out to any other chain and move those users or those funds from Solana to Ethereum and Bitcoin and what have you. To get enterprise adoption, we got to have a ability to have blockchains that the enterprise can use and leverage in their application builds that are not support nightmares. And, anybody that has been involved in enterprise software understands that. You got to make it so you can support it. That's why you've seen SaaS become so prevalent in the world over the last 5 to 10 years, is because IT organizations got tired of having to maintain software. They don't want to go add that cost back in because of blockchain meaning to be specific to a particular ecosystem. They want one chain that they can build to that's secure for them, that gives them the transparency they want and also gives them the control. There's a lot of reasons we need to consolidate and improve our interoperability within the Web3 space. And that's specifically to get the enterprise to come in, which is where the real users are and the volume and the real money. So check it out, fpblock.com. There's a section in there on Colemate. You'll see a bunch of Colemate stuff around the various social channels.